Right, so this is like a... Jesus, I would end up getting knocked over by one of these trams. Because they're not even on the road, they're just like on the pavement. But look at this place. I don't think this is weird. So let this thing go past first. Yeah. Almost walked into that bloke. I swear he's sped up to try and walk into me. But yeah, this place here is weird. I'm trying to work out what it was before. But it's got all the original writing, look, around there. I've got to be careful, I'm going to get run over. Don't know, can't work out what it says. It's pretty cool, a bit weird, very weird building. Anyway, we'll head towards, I'm not going up the hill to the castle, I don't think. It's a very long way up that hill. But we'll get a bit closer. Right, I've just stopped here in like the most disgusting place to stop with the castle behind me. I've decided I'm not going up that way. All the main things are behind here. So I've got to go back down and round. And it's this building behind us here. I'm only telling you because I can see Roman numerals. Is 18... What is it? 1814. 1814 that was built. Bleeding out. Right, let us go and try and work out what's going on, because I feel lost and I don't care. I like being lost, you know this. I try and get myself lost so that I can find some good stuff on my way back out again. But I think it's a lap dancing club, this place. I think it is. You know this one that I was talking about? I don't know if it's... I'm not sure if it's a lap dancing club or just a nightclub. I hate how windy it is. It's doing my boxing. Not because it's not nice, because actually it's cooling me down, but it's the fact that I know how this video is going to sound. Right, ignore these people doing the work. Look at this. This is not what I expected around this corner. Jeez, this is amazing. And we were just at the other side of this. This is that building, look, the weird one. This is the other side of it, and I would have never ever expected that. That's mad. Now that, I think, oh, what is it called? It's like the religion they had in Russia. It is sort of Christian, but is it like Orthodox? I can't remember. A bit like Greek Orthodox. I'm not sure. I might be just making it up, but it looks cool. See, like, that's the thing. Like in French and stuff, I can kind of work out what things mean, but I can't with that at all. No idea. Oh, and at least I've worked out now what this place is. It's a cabaret club, so basically like a gentleman's club. I've got this guy that's eyeing me up now to buy stuff, sell me stuff, and it ain't happening. Oh no, he's looked away now, we're okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna film there and then I'll turn around and I'll show you what I mean. So yeah, he's up there, he's there. Just pretending that I'm not filming him. But oh my lord. Wowzers. That is madness. You can go up it and everything. I do love places like this. It's just very, very different to home. Like really different. And that's what I love. Like you clearly wouldn't see something like that at home. But I like all these little alleys. It's very nice. Anyway, we're gonna carry on down here. I'm like I said, I'm amazed the amount of English speaking people I have heard around here. Like people from Yorkshire, people from America. I don't mean like locals that speak English. I mean people from England, people from Scotland, people from Ireland. It's crazy, and I didn't think Slovakia would be somewhere that a lot of people would come to, but I suppose Bratislava is the big, is it the capital? It is, isn't it? Yeah. So, wow. I'm a bit confused by that. So what is happening here? So this is a crayfish chemist, a pharmacy. Don't understand. Crayfish pharmacy. What does that even mean? What is a crayfish pharmacy? Please tell me. If you know, send it on a postcard to Jimmy Saville at the BBC. I was actually going to pay to go up the tower, but I am a little bit gutted because it shuts in 7 minutes. So unfortunately we won't be doing that. But you can see it from the outside. It's all good. It saved me a bit of money. Look at this jewellery. Now I'm sorry about the flashing. I've done my best to stop it doing that, but it's not happening. But yeah, it's like amber. You get a lot of amber jewellery around here. I know in Poland you get loads. When I went to Gdansk, there was loads there. So it must be a thing from over here. Still can't believe that. Huge. This is quite cool, and it's a bit hard to film because people walking past. Obviously, it's a middle of the path. Like Oslo is 1,300 kilometres away. South Pole 4,000 kilometres away. Athens tells you which direction they're all in and how far away they are, which is pretty cool. Oh wow! Oh, it's nice down here. I like it down here a lot. Look, folklore dancing in there. Aperol spritz, all different drinks and stuff in there as well. Cocktail bars. People just stood around looking, which is a bit odd. Yeah, look. This is the Slovak folklore dancing and dining. What a strange place. Cool, but strange. Look, hot dogs there with blue cheese, €4. €2.50 for just a normal one. Oh, look. You can get oysters. Mega cool. Like I said, I do like things like that. I thought somebody was going in my bag then, but I just walked into somebody. I felt like a movement on my bag, but it was me just backing into somebody. So I have got to be careful though, because my other phone's in my pocket. I've got nowhere really to zip it up or anything. Why am I just focused on food all the time? Oh, look at those ribs there. It looks really good. I like a good gherkin. Can't beat a bit of gherkin. Yes, gherkin, not pickles. Gherkin. But yeah, it's Fat Louis. Oh, see what I mean? There's just so much nice food knocking about wherever you go. Now what I would say, from what I've seen so far, and obviously I've not been around the whole place, there's the castle and there's stuff to look at up there. However, it's not very big. Like the city's big, but a lot of it is not touristy kind of places. So, I don't know, I think it would only be, if I came here as a trip, it'd only be maybe a day or two. It is really nice, but, oh look, you just can't get away from it. Why is there always some English influence? The Red Lion, sports bar and karaoke. Bleeding heck. We just don't need that, do we really? What is this place here though? This looks cool. And I've just walked in front of that person's photo. Didn't mean to do that. Oh look. This is just in the street and open for you to look at. How cool is that? That's brilliant. It's only tiny as well. Little tiny place. Just literally, look, step straight out, back onto the street. It's mad that. Now look, there is a lot of souvenir shops all over. So I need to start looking for things to go in the book. Obviously we've got the book 2.0. It's just crowds of people every so often just stopped taking photographs. But you can see why. It's pretty impressive, isn't it really? But it'd be even nicer if it was sunny. It'd be brilliant. But yeah, I need to get stuff for the book, but I don't just want to get the same old tat that everybody else gets when they come to places. I want to try and get authentic, nice, original stuff for you. For the book 2.0. I still need to post out the book 1.0. And I've spoken to the person that's won it and they know that it's going to take me a while. I need to just finish off the last little bit by sticking stuff in and things. So, right, let's see where this takes us. You've got to admit there is some impressive buildings there. Look at them bad boys up there. I feel like I'm being watched at the moment, which is weird. Yeah, look at those bad boys. But I often think, as a person on his own, I am going to be the sort of person that I would be targeted. However, when they actually take in the size of me, like, whoosh, they're not gonna take me on. But still got to be careful and wary. And it's not the sort of place where I feel threatened. I feel fine, but you still got to keep an eye on things. Remember when I was in Portugal this time 2 years ago? Although that was my fault. Don't know if you remember. I was on a live in Portugal, I think Lisbon, and people kept trying to sell me drugs, and I ended up just turning around going, fuck off, I do not want your drugs. And he whistled for some blokes to come. Oh my God, it was a little bit scary. So I was on the live and I'm going, I can see you, I know you're following me. But like someone that's not used to travelling, that is a very scary experience. But just don't tell drug dealers to fuck off, that's my advice. Right, I've booked somewhere. I've just been stood here, like leaning on here looking like a right weirdo. Being watched, look like. I don't know. Now, if it's because I'm fat, because there's not a lot of fat people here, I'll tell you that. I don't know whether it's because I'm wearing shorts, because there's nobody wearing shorts apart from me. I don't know whether it's because I'm talking to my camera. I don't know what it is. But every fecker is staring at me, and they have been doing all the way down here, which is really strange. I don't know where it was that it was like that before. Maybe that was Portugal. I don't know. I feel like I'm being looked at, and I think that's why not my heckles are up, but I'm on guard a little bit. Right, we're going to head down here. I've just booked a hotel, 50 quid for the night. There were less. I literally could have got somewhere for £15, and I was tempted, but it was like pods. And I don't know if you remember, me and Andy went in pods once, and they were really good. I just want to be able to stretch out, charge stuff out, charge stuff up, have a shower without it being communal and all that. So I've paid a little bit more, paid 50 quid, but it looks really nice, and it's a whole flat to myself. And then I'm probably going to cut down on what I pay over the next couple of days. And 50 quid's good, it's a good price. You can't go wrong with that at all, to be fair. Right, I'm going to head off down here where we've not been, where all the hammering's coming from. And then we will check out what's down here, head back to the car, and then go to the hotel, and then go exploring, I think. Right, so we've got an Irish pub there. We've got another English pub there. Everybody as I'm walking along is speaking English. Don't like it. I do. Oh, look. See, I want to try somewhere like that. I'd rather go in somewhere like that than somewhere like this, I think. So you can do that anywhere. You can bomb over to Dublin and go somewhere like that. But, I don't know. So let's have a look. I don't want to be... I didn't look while that man were there. But yeah, it smells nice. Looks very odd, but smells nice. Alright, I can hear music going off down here, so I'm going to see what that is. Right, another bit of travel advice for you. I had to make sure I didn't do it. Right, there we go. Mickey Mouse walking up there. Do not take a photograph of him or video him when he's watching you. Me and Andy fell for that when we were, where were we? Madrid. Yes, we went to Real Madrid ground and there was one outside. And I just almost fell over. I sneakily took a photo of him, but he saw me and he came running over and had a right go at us. It's like, you give me money, you've taken my photo, you give me money. It was mad. But anyway, we got away without paying, and this guy would have been exactly the same. Anyway, I've seen a lot of people begging, a lot of people, which is, like, you do get it everywhere, but it just seems worse here. Obviously the nun's not begging, but look, like this lady here on the floor, I ain't got any change. The thing is though, I don't want to be horrible, but a lot of the Romany type gypsies have got massive cars, loads of money, and they go around in gangs making money all day. There's a possibility it's like that, but I don't know, and you never know. So I feel bad that I'm not giving them money, but I also don't want to be like funding some big scam. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to know what to do. It's like these here. They're amazing. And the little girls are singing with them as well. But anybody stood nearby will be expected to put some money in, and that's fine. But how much do those kids get as a say in this? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Right, I've just had a phone call from the woman that owns the place I'm staying, and this is why I generally go in 24-hour check-in places. She's like, I'm just going out for food. Is there any way you can get to me in the next hour? So I've now got to get to the car and get to this place really quick. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to show you everything, but that's why. But what I was saying quickly about them, do they go to school? Is this all they do? Make money for their parents all day? I don't know. Don't know whether I like it. I think they're amazing. They sound so cool, the little girls singing, but are they getting taken advantage of? I suppose, is this the way that they can survive? I don't know. I really don't know. In a way, I'm sort of glad we're going now. We have seen a lot of the old town already. There's bits more of it that I would like to see and show you, but it's just starting to rain. I don't really want to get wet before I go exploring. They're nuts. Oh yeah, nuts. And that wind's picking up again. I think we're going to get a storm, which is not good. I feel really bad on this woman, but I can't not look. Look at these doors. Massive doors and this entranceway. And the wind that just seems to be getting sucked through this entranceway. But yeah, look at it in here. This is the bit outside was from 1850. I don't know when this bit's from, but it looks old. Oh, 1659. It says on there. Thank you, whoever put the date there. It was just in the right place for me. But look at it. Look at this. How cool is this? Definitely feel like we're going to miss loads of stuff now, but it is what it is. End of the day, I need to get explores done, and if I'd booked it any later, I think she would have cancelled my booking, so it works out well. Look at these seats. Yeah, look at these seats here with like dragons on them. But they're like dragon dogs. It's like a dog's head. A castle. Right, come on. Let's get out of here. You're just making me be forever. I need to work out where the car is now. Good job I took that photo, eh? Anyway, come on. Right, every building I walk past is like this. And this is just like a walkway through. Look at this. This is like... I need to show you. I'm never going to get there. Yeah. In Italy, that place we went to, I don't know if it's St. George, you know that? I think it could be. But that's just like, just walking down the normal road. These massive big doors, just leading to these huge buildings. Right, that's leading down to the underpass, where we went down originally. This is where I was going to get some food. That means parking is just around the corner, which is really good. I'm dead. Not a right hill. Just walked up a right bleeding hill. But I've almost run. I'm lying, I've walked quickly. Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about my left knee. So anyone that's been around the channel for at least a year will know a year ago I was a lot thinner. And I jumped off a wall and dislocated both my knees, and it's called, what is it called? I can't even think what it's called. Just a minute, do I go down through there or do I go down through there? It's called split meniscus. I got split meniscus in both my knees, which meant basically my kneecaps were popping out. It's very uncomfortable to put any sort of weight on them, and obviously the less exercise I've done, the fatter I've got. The more strain I'm putting on my knees, and it's just like being a vicious circle or cycle, one or the other. But either way, it's not good. But my right knee is better. It's fine. It's weak. I haven't obviously done the exercise on it, which means it's not as strong as it used to be. However, it is a lot better than it was. Like, it doesn't hurt when I walk around. My left knee on, however, they said if I got to a year and it was still hurting, bearing in mind it's 11 months ago, I could probably do with having an operation. I can't afford to have an operation. I can't be off work, so I don't know what to do. So I don't know. We will see. It's weighing up what's best. Like, if I make it so bad that I can't work, then that's even worse. But I don't know, because it's not like somebody else can do my job if I'm not doing it. So I don't know what to do. I just need to lose some weight, but I'm not going on any sort of stupid diets because it's never worked for me. I don't like it because I'm not as happy. When I'm not happy, then I want to eat shit. So it has like the opposite effect. But I want to do exercise. So I've put together an exercise regime. I used to be a dietetic. Well, I've got qualifications as a dietitian, so I know what I'm supposed to eat and what I'm not supposed to. But it's never, like, I enjoy food and I'm not going to go through life not enjoying myself. I want to enjoy it. But I do need to do something. So the exercise is the thing I've got to do. So I'm hoping it eases up a little bit, because if it does, then I could start doing exercise and then we'll get out of that cycle of getting fatter and it hurting more. Anyway, just thought I'd mention it because it were hurting up that hill. Right, parking paid for. It was €6, which is all right. It's not terrible. It's not a ridiculous amount, but it's almost as much as my bloody food. Anyway, let's get out of here. Right, we're just heading towards the hotel. It's a shame the weather's spoilt itself. It were all right earlier. Like I said, nice temperature, not boiling but not freezing, and now it's raining. But one thing I will say is the roads to drive around here are crazy. Probably one of the craziest roads I've driven on. I've driven in Morocco and Russia and all sorts. And this place, it's not that the roads are weird or like have got weird lanes or anything like that. All it is the drivers have no patience at all. If you say you've missed your turn off and you're in the wrong lane, you just want to change lanes, they are not happy. Twice now I've been beeped at. You know what it's like in a city centre that you don't know? It is, you have to concentrate, he says as he's talking to you, but you have to concentrate on where you're going. There's a Tesco Express! Wait a minute, one sec. Bloody Tesco Express there? I didn't think they had Tesco here. Anyway, yeah, I've big bumps. I just think they've got no patience around here, and I don't think it's my driving. I just think in general the amount of beeps I've heard like aimed at people is crazy. Typical. Just as I stopped filming, I realised we were at the back of the castle, like right behind the castle. You can see from these flags up here how bloody windy it is though. Yeah, look, I just turned round so you could just see it a little bit better, because I feel bad for not showing you earlier on. Anyway, we've got to go down these tiny roads now. I've come this way, so I'm gonna concentrate now. Right, we're heading out of the town and over the River Danube. I don't know if I've seen the River Danube before. Maybe when I went to Romania or Hungary, because I have a feeling it goes through both of those as well. But yeah, the River Danube is just down there. Not that you can really see anything. There's a big spaceship up there. Oh, I've got to be careful. Yeah, you can see it better that way, look. There's the River Danube. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you. Right, my apartment are in these flats, which they're quite new, I think. I've got my own personal parking space. The woman's just come and met me and brought the keys. Very attractive lady as well, with a very nice accent. Anyway, we're in that middle building, 5th floor, and then she sent me a photo of where to go from the lift. So I'm gonna get my stuff together. Probably gonna go and have an hour just chilling out, sleeping, whatever I decide to do, and then we'll get out. Thing is, like, I'm glad I've done it right. I'm so pleased with myself. If I'd gone and explored straight away, which I plan to do, then I wouldn't have wanted to go back out again and see the place. and it would have been banging it down with rain. We went just at the right time, so I'm really pleased with myself for a change. So I want to go and chill out, and then we'll go and explore. I know that I'm not going to want to go, however, I've got to sort of do it. I've got to. And we're at the right side of the city to go and get to it quite easily. That's why I've booked this place. It should be relatively easy to get there. I'm just concerned about this weather. Horrid. Anyway, let's get my stuff together and get out of here. Right, it just took me ages to get into the building. I was trying to get in through that door. I needed to go through that door. But this lift is a bit worrying. What is going on here? This is the thing with, I always find these places abroad, they're all a bit dodgy on the outside, on these bits, like where you're making your way up. But then, it's just people's names and stuff on here. But then when you actually get in the apartment, they're beautiful, usually. Fingers crossed. Now it's apartment 6, I think. It's on floor 5. And it's apartment 6. I think it's the middle one. Let's have a look. Yes, this one here, look. Right, let's give it a go. Yes, he's done it, he's done it. Right, let's see what this place is like. They're not the right lights. Let's turn a fan on. This is the light here. Right. It's not bad, you know. It's not quite what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a full-on apartment. Well, I suppose it is, because it's got that. But it's nice, this, for 50 quid. So, oh look, washing machine. It's got a nice shower with a fat man in it. Well, not yet, there will be in a bit. There's a fat man in that mirror as well. Toilet. A fat man over there. He gets everywhere, that bloke, doesn't he? Where's the light for in this bit? I can't work it out. Well, there is a light there. I just don't know. I'll work it out in a sec. But yeah, there's quite a nice little fat man in there as well. Not in the oven. It's quite a nice little setup, this. And then hopefully in the morning, we'll have a nice sunrise, because we've got a balcony. Look at this. It's very windy. I'm not stepping out because I have a feeling I'm going to get shut out of here. But over the hills over there, the big road that way, and I think the town is like behind where we are. But yeah, that's quite good really for 50 quid. I'm quite impressed with that. Lovely big bed. Really big bed. You can't tell when I zoom it out like that, but it is a really nice, decent sized telly as well. I'd say, once again, you can't tell on here until I zoom it in, and then you can't even see it all. It's a good 50-inch TV, that, I'd say. Not that I'll use it, but yeah, it's my happy place. Just realised as well, it's got a fridge. I have brought, I didn't drink both of those bottles of Coke, I only had one. So I might put the other one in there to cool down. Anyway, I'm removing clothes now. So there's too many mirrors for me to do that. So I'll see you in a minute. There's an hole in my t-shirt. I can see you through it. Hello. Ooh.